Oh man, I don't know what I hit coming into this thing, but I wound up with all kinds of those silly special effects things happening on this one. So that's not too good. Hey, listen, this one will be nowhere near as exciting, nor dangerous, nor anything else as last week's. That was nuts. What I did is I raced to get this thing done. As I raced to get so many things done, but I raced to get this thing done. I wound up pulling off onto the side of the road in front of the hot dog park over there, blocking the driveway, and man, it was a nutty thing, and not gonna do that again. I'm just not gonna do that again. It's like, why rush? You gotta get yourself. Forget about what you gotta do. I gotta get myself, a little bit more prepared for some of these things. I'm gonna try to do this a little bit more professional going forward, not just yanking off at the side of the road and doing these kinds of things. Margaret Doug, always an absolute pleasure. Doug King yesterday. That was yesterday, right, Doug? Say yes. Just send it back to me if it wasn't yesterday. It was the day before. He was out there by the Long Island Railroad talking about the access for those that are in wheelchairs to get onto some of these stations. So it's an important thing that needs to happen. Making those that have got wheels as for their mobility to be able to use them and not have to deal with the escalators and everything like that, which they certainly can. It was yesterday, right? Thanks, Doug. Really appreciate that. You can throw your video up on this thing too. Hey, got folks leaving here. So throw your video up on that one. That was kind of cool. He was on FiOS TV, if I recall correctly. So listen, this week, let's see, Tuesday. I gotta go on for 4 minutes thanking people, but Tuesday night we were at the Hilton Garden Inn. It was through LI News Radio. It was their summer collaboration event. It was fantastic. Just actually had a great time. I don't have the head count, whatever it was. There was a ton of people there. Which was really nice during the summer to see that happen. DJ Chef did a skillet competition that night. That was fun. Frank McKay, Tom Shalari from LI News, they were doing interviews. So I got a chance to get on there. I had my Toastmaster friend, Lydia. She came out to support the event, and also Toastmasters, and also our club, the Stony Brook Speech Wolves. So we are, we're on campus. It made no sense not to promote the club while doing that one. Obviously, it was a big night for the Speakers Bureau. I had a few of our newer interested members get a little chance to do a little bit of radio time, and they were terrific. Got some great stories they were all telling, and that side of it's good. And we had the opportunity, or I had the opportunity to lead a panel discussion. And we spoke about a few things, but they were really how to interact with projects, not so much as the project. So I had Bill Maddox from Islip, Jim Tulo from Brookhaven, Mark Alessi was there from a couple of different things he does, but Synchropet represent Campola and his own experience actually as a former elected official as to how he was interacting with businesses, and as a business owner, it was a nice segue, with him. There you go, News 12, Channel 2, FiOS, and Channel 11. Good going, Doug. You're on top of it. And then Dennis Catoni. Dennis is from the effort of Long Island Needing a Drag Strip. So the concept and what I was thinking of with this thing, was how do businesses interact with these projects? And there was 3 actionable ideas that came out, and that was really terrific. Bill, that was really terrific that did. And a lot of it had to go in with the town websites and see what's on the agenda. Speaking to the corporate real estate folks, man, they seem to know it all. They're in touch with some of the other businesses that are going to be opening in some of these areas. And then the networking side of it is always an important thing. And that we were talking about the Ronkonkoma Hub and also the airport and what's going on. And once you're at the networking event, you're then geographically close, so obviously there's different discussions going on. The drag strip, though, is a little bit different because that one has got a couple of components to it. One is that we have no idea where it's going to be, so there is absolutely no chamber to attend on that one. Definitely going to their website, LI Needs a Drag Strip, I think it is .com, to see what's going on there. But what we discussed there was a few things. One, the social impact. And that would be for some of the racing programs that are being run by the police departments to build up their relationship with the community, with the high schoolers. So that's an important thing. Another thing that we discussed too was, when you get the high school kids, the BOCES programs too, where you got the metal manufacturing, the automotive, and graphics, video graphics, because these cars are not just plain cars. There's a lot of graphics that go into it. How many people do you think would be excited about participating in a sport like that? And then the business side of that is how many people do you think would then use those skills they learned having fun? Oh, what a great idea that is. But having fun and then translate that into business. Because there's a lot of manufacturing going on. There's a lot of metal manufacturing going on the island. And they're looking for employees. And wouldn't it be great if we actually hired a lot of or they were able to hire a lot of their newer employees, from Long Island right over here. And that would be a good thing, and I know, but it would be a good thing. We'll just kind of leave it at that. And there's much more, to go into the whole thing. So, good week. Thank you, everybody, for participating on that one. Bill Pell, glad you're watching that one, too. But there was another thing that came up, the other side of it. Last Friday, it was like, I got exhausted, and I wonder how much we really spend talking about or actually doing, taking that day off every once in a while, finding that way to take a break, finding that way, yes, Doug, I remember that one, but finding the way for you to recharge yourself. We talk about it, but do we really do it? A lot of times, I'll go for a run or go for a walk, I'll bring the camera with me, I'll go take photos and stuff like that. But I mean like a real mental break, from what it is that you're doing. There are a lot of businesses that go on these retreats, and that's all good. Still business, but they go on the retreats. It's important to take a vacation. It's important to just kind of download your mind and not have to think about things a lot. And I found that last Friday, I just needed to do it. I just needed to do it. Really needed to take a break there. So did that, and it was good. It was, I guess, my body telling me it was time to. It then gave me the energy to go and take on the rest of this week. So that was good. So think about that one. I'm going to leave it with that message here today. Is that, are you really paying attention to yourself and giving you what you need for you to succeed? Not what you need up here, not the brains, not the networking, not everything else that goes along with it, but giving yourself your own internal strength, be it through daily exercise, eating properly, downloading your mind, and not having to think about everything. This way you come at things fresh, new attitude, and a new sense of purpose and new energy, which is probably more important than everything else. So that's where that one goes. All right, so things that are coming up. We're going to be doing a panel discussion at the Miller Business Center. That'll be coming up soon. Been asked to help out with Comac Day, and so we'll be taping that. So anybody in Comac, that'll be there. We'll put up a list of these things. Number of folks are also inquiring about the Speakers Bureau. We got a few things going with that. I think a little slow this summer with a few events, but we will be and probably back at the Miller Business Center, also, but at the Microsoft store doing that kind of thing. So you'll see a lot more coming up on that. A lot of trade shows coming up at the end of this. Let's call it the beginning of September, October. I think November. I think we got something each and every month. So that's good. Some private stuff that can't really share. Other things that we look to do a little more public, including educational items. So the question is, how do you become a business expert? How do you become a professional speaker? I had somebody ask me about, the Bureau and stuff like that, and I asked for a few things. It was like, you need some things. You need to get a few things done. It's not just a matter of picking up the phone and taking pictures of yourself. This is the fun side of it. It's not really with the business side of it. It's just the fun side of it, the PR side of it. Garrett, good to see you, Garrett. always a pleasure. It's been a while, man, since we got together. Garrett is doing a phenomenal job, growing as an individual, doing his thing. So proud of you, my friend. Truly, truly proud of you. So we'll see everybody next Thursday. But I'll put up what we got coming up. We'll set up those Facebook events, see what we can do on LinkedIn and all the rest of that. And I do personally apologize for all those emails I sent over the past couple of weeks. I got a little crazy there. I'm sorry. All right. Have a wonderful day. Enjoy.